John Lynch was asked about Lamar Jackson in kind of a jokey way. Like, hey, have you ever just considered saying screw it and going after someone like Lamar? And I don't know if you saw the answer, but John was basically saying, like, one, they really like the quarterback room they have, and two, it seems like they're kind of locked into this salary structure of not spending a lot of money on a quarterback because they have so many high-priced players on second and third contracts on their team. They really can't afford to spend big on a quarterback for a few years. So I think the whole Lamar Jackson thing, like, if anyone thought the Niners had that up their sleeve, I think it's time to forget about it.
I don't think it made sense, because you know what isn't spoken there. It's, do you want Lamar or would you rather have Bosa and Ayuk and those? Because significant players will be leaving if you add $30 million.
You can't have McCaffrey. McCaffrey.
Right.
Kittle. Yeah.
Yeah. Several.
Okay,
guys.
real quick. They have the highest. They have the highest paid tight end, the highest paid running back, or up like among the highest paid, among the highest paid wide receivers, middle linebacker, edge rusher. Pretty soon. I mean, it's a very expensive team.
Not to mention, let's look at what Lamar has done: 17 touchdowns, 7 picks. Oh well, maybe it was a bad year. Okay, but he was injured, didn't finish the year, played 12 games. The year before, 16 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. Lamar played 12 games this year. I think he had 13 turnovers in 12 games.
Yeah.
So
and how many games did he? How many games did he miss the last 2 years?
He's never done it in the playoffs. Who's got more playoff wins, Brock Purdy or Lamar Jackson? It's Brock Purdy.
And how many games has Lamar missed the last 2 years? He's an injury-prone player coming to a team that can't handle that kind of issue. Doesn't get better here. So yeah.
And he's a running quarterback. You now want him in his 30s at big money, 100% guaranteed. It's not a fit for like 19 different reasons.
Didn't we learn this with Debo? Like if a large part of a player's value is running the ball, are you really going to pay for that? It's important, but it's volatile too. They get injured. Look at Debo. You don't pay for running backs.
Right.
And he's half running back. That's what makes him special.
Guys get hurt running the ball. That's why almost nobody who runs the ball gets a second contract.
Yeah. It's true.
And that's why you got to keep going into the draft for more backs, because these guys get hurt.
Yeah. So I think it's time to forget about it.
Yeah.
Adam says, here's almost $2. Thank you very much. JR Pena says, Purdy was a one-hit wonder. Lance reminds me of a cheap Kaepernick. Everything a fastball. Neither one is the quarterback for this team. Bring in Kirk Cousins. Do you miss Jimmy? He misses Jimmy. I think JR Pena misses Jimmy.
One-hit wonder. He went 8-0.
Here's what I thought was weird.
2 of them playoff games.
Lynch was like, I really think Jimmy's going to have great success with the Raiders. It's like, dude, he's not on your team anymore. You don't have to keep saying that. If you really think he's going to be great on the Raiders, then why'd you let him go? It's a weird thing to say.
You know the weirdest part of I don't know if you want to hit this later, but the weirdest part of that whole Lynch thing today, and you were right there, he took a lot of time to go through all of the departures and then skipped Robbie Gould.
That's true. I cut that part out because I was bored. I was like, all right, come on, you're filibustering. But you're right. He didn't mention Robbie Gould. What's that about?
What is that about? And is Robbie Gould, is this Zane Gonzalez thing mean Robbie Gould's actually gone?
Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe yeah. Because someone asked him about Zane Gonzalez, and he's like, is that the move at kicker? And he was like, it's a move. That was his answer. It's a move.
Wait, think about it. Actually, I've heard people suggest that not mentioning Robbie Gould was kind of a slam at Robbie, but actually maybe he didn't say goodbye to Robbie because he's not going to say goodbye to Robbie.
Because it doesn't seem like Lynch's personality to be petty like that. Lynch is the diplomat. Even if he didn't like you, he wouldn't do that.
Right. So he's going to say, you know what?
Love Robbie.
I'm a big Larry Krueger fan. I like Grant.
Exactly.
I had a great sit down with Grant. He's a terrific guy. Larry, I just saw Larry. He's doing well.
Even if he didn't feel that way, he would never let you know that he didn't feel that way. And from every interaction I've ever had with John Lynch is, hey, Grant, uses my name, eye contact, handshake. Gentlemen, Captain America here. Like, he's not Yeah, this is who he is.
He's not petty. So
That's Kyle. Kyle's petty. Sorry. So, yeah, I'm with you. Corey Soto says, where's Trey's representation? Too passive for my taste. I'd be posting videos of myself throwing a Nerf ball, whatever. Make yourself visible. Maybe the Niners don't like that. Maybe they're like, they want their quarterbacks off social media. Have you thought about that?
I mean, what's to be gained by that?
It's a lot of look at me stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you're selling yourself as what you are, which is you're a humble, good kid who works hard and wants to get nothing but better. And that's not like your move. That's who you are. So why suddenly go with this? Look at me over here. I'm working hard. I'm Johnny Hustle. I think Trey understands whether he's going to be here or elsewhere. He's going to get an opportunity, and it's just about preparing himself for that opportunity.
NG49 says, start Brock, second-year quarterback, right off recovery of a major injury, expected to win a Super Bowl, no or limited OTA trading camp, trade high upside Trey, showing faith in Darnold. Sounds like a ticking time bomb. I do think, look, if Trey Lance were 33 and he were Drew Brees and they're like, look, he's going to miss the whole offseason, but he'll be there week one, I'd be like, I don't care. Cool. But he's not. He's 23. He's Brock Purdy. And I wonder if just throwing him in there as soon as he's ready is the right thing for him and the team. I mean, he might need a little prep. I don't know. He had it last year.
I mean, the injury from my perspective, and I'm watching it on TV, it looked like almost his arm got pulled off. So
it looked violent.
It looked violent, and it looked like something irregular. So they seem very confident that he's going to come back and lose nothing. I'm not as confident, but I'm glad they are. I don't know what it means, but
I have a feeling that even though they're saying he's the guy and, we like Trey for now, that Trey and Sam Darnold is going to allow the Niners to take as long as they need with Brock. So if Trey and Darnold look good, they can just say, we're going to not start Brock week one. But he's almost ready. And until they lose, they can keep Brock on the sideline, which, it seems like you'd want to have him out as long as you can buy. As much time as you can buy. And I don't know. Maybe Trey gives him that time.
That's a good point. If Brock's timeline, if he's not ready to go immediately, because that's the other thing that came out today is that the timeline is all guesswork. And
they don't know.
Months, but it could be 5 months.
Right.
And if it's 5 months, he may not even miss preseason. So we don't know. But, if the elbow is serious, I think if Trey starts or Darnold starts and they're winning games, I think if I'm John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan,
let it ride.
Let it ride. Give it as much rest as you can.
Yeah.
So make sure you bring him back by Thanksgiving roughly, and you're good.
Yeah, because what could happen is Brock could still be your franchise quarterback long term. You just buy him some time and you increase Trey's trade value, you trade him for more. Or you could find out, hey, Trey is the next Patrick Mahomes. And then you just got the information you needed. And now you got two franchise quarterbacks. What a great problem to have. So, yeah, I'm with you. I'm with on that. Great. Can you rate Larry's mock draft? No, I haven't seen it. But I'm not going to rate his mock draft until I do one of my own. It's very difficult to do an 11-pick mock draft, every pick after 98. That's high level of difficulty.
Well, I'll say this, too. I did it on the one of these databases that keeps offering you trades. And so I just kept taking the trades that made sense and moving back and moving around. I wound up with an 18-player draft and 7 additional picks for next year's draft.
Wow.
7.
That's amazing. It's a record.
It's a crazy draft. Next mock I do, 18. I'm just going to go with where they pick. I won't project trades.
Okay. J. Mark Garza says, Larry spoke very highly of the tight end draft class, but didn't draft a tight end in his mock. I'm confused. Well, he's got another one coming out. Wait for it.
Give it a week.
Give it a week. Grant, I'm offended. Jimmy was worse than both. Yeah, sorry. I take it back, Jared. I didn't mean to call you a Jimmy fan without knowing you, because that's highly presumptuous.